What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and
Jamar 4. Hi.
yes, listen, we know this interview late as hell. We know we were supposed to did this interview Thursday. We already know this already. We know y'all was anticipated on Thursday, but it was things beyond everybody's control. Number one, Scotty was sick as fuck. Number two, Jamar was tired as fuck, and number
Was
three, Troy was stuck at work. So we had no other choice but to push this shit back. And I know this is the reason why y'all ain't up in here right now. But it is what it is. We already know what it gives
you
over
can watch
here.
it back. It'll always be there. That's the beauty of YouTube.
It is. But I'm still gonna post a link on Instagram so we can get everybody's attention or whatever. But anyways, the person that we have here tonight, he's from one of the biggest, if not the biggest, LGBT web reality series, which we all know as Chasing Atlanta. Okay, he's been on this show for the last 3 seasons. Okay, he's a host. He has his hands in a lot of dibble and dabbles in a lot of things. He leaves you scrambling for shit and all that other stuff. So that's just that's what he do. He's actually one of my favorites on the show. I know that a lot of people like to give him a whole lot of shit, but he's one of my favorites on the show. I found myself defending him a lot in the chat every week. But it is what it is. However, we're gonna give you guys the boom, the big dog, Troy.
Can I just say that's one of my favorite moments of the season? He's scrambling for something.
And he won't get that from me. Listen, Scotty, now that's the intro, honey. That's how you bring the boom onto the platform, baby. I live. Okay, I'm excited. I'm happy now. What's What's going on the Prelude? How y'all doing?
I'm doing good.
We
Doing
are
good.
good. We are just glad that we getting this interview done because we should have. It's 3 days late.
Well, baby, we are here. Look, better late than never. Period.
Amen.
Exactly. Better
Amen.
late than never.
But we thank you, sister, for joining us on the platform. We know everybody got things going on, so we appreciate you taking the time out to be here.
Thank you.
So we and you've been here before.
I already know the vibe. What is
We
here?
already know what he is. But even though we gave you, your own intro, we want to let the audience hear from you who you are and if you an interesting fact about yourself that you feel like the audience may not know about you.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and clear this up real quick because Scotty said maybe the number one. What's up, y'all? It's the boom, the big dog. It's your boy Tag Diddy. Y'all already know what it is. And I am from the number one LGBTQ web reality platform where we give you non-scripted LGBTQ content. Y'all already know what it is from Chasing Atlanta. It's your boy Tag Diddy, Troy, the boom, whatever you want to call me. I am just the host in Atlanta, Georgia. I have found like my passion. I feel like I have my podcast, which is coming back. As you see, my grass wall, she's up, she's ready. Also, I'm just out here just doing my thing. I have my own hookah company now called Lavish Hookah. Get into the pool. Sickening. Make sure you're booking if you're in Atlanta, wherever you are. You can book me, fly me out. I will come and I will bring the hookahs with me. Period. But yeah, and also a fun fact about myself that people may not know is that I may act a little bougie, but I'm real hood. So girl, they better stop trying me. Period.
There
Hey
it is.
Scotty. Hey Jamar. What's
I
up?
said, there it is. Honest and for truly. Now, my next question you kind of already touched on is like what you've been up to. You talked about, you got your Talk
Mm-hmm.
About Tuesday, you got your hookah business and all the things that they
Yes.
do. So,
But yeah, I have my Talk Loud Tuesday come back, which is my podcast, of course, and slash show. It will be filmed here in the loft downtown and my loft here in the city. I also have my hookah company, which is called Lavish Hookahs. You can follow us on Instagram at Lavish Hookahs with an S official. And yeah, what I have going on. I'm bartending now, so I quit my regular 9 to 5 and just started bartending so I can have more time for my entrepreneurship. And I've just honestly just been living my best of life. Right now I'm on chill because we have the reunion coming up. We have a lot of good things coming up very soon with Chasing Reality. I have an event coming up with Chasing Reality. So, um, yeah, if you're in Atlanta, make sure you go to my page, hit the link in the bio, and buy your tickets. For that event, it'll be the day after the reunion. So if you guys want to come in and chat with us and see, what may be a little tea that we can give y'all from the reunion from the day before, just come out and support us. You know how things go. But yeah, that's all that's going on. Me just get into a bag. Many ways. Just call me Candy Burris. That's what they say they call me this season, Candy, because I always have a lot of jobs. Period.
I mean, look, a lot of jobs equate to a lot of kids. Amen.
That is true. That is very true.
Run me the money.
So, since you're pretty much like a vet at this point, how has season 5 been any different than season 3 and 4?
Season 5 has been different from season 3 and 4 because I think this season we've really everybody on the platform has actually worked very hard and shown their work. And I also think just the quality with production and the cameras and everything that has been seen this season that we've done has just been totally different. I feel like we actually put a lot into production this season to make this show be very big, bigger than what it's been. I think that also we have. I also think that as just like I said, as a whole, like we all have done what I feel like we should do in the seasons before. I'm not gonna say that a lot of people may didn't have the money or weren't as established, but I don't think everyone was established as they were as we are now to be able to give this show and the platform everything it needs to be given. So
Okay, perfect. Because I mean, y'all have been given everything this season. Like it has been. You never know what it's gonna be like after you film it, what it's gonna look like, editing and how the audience is gonna react. But
mhm.
y'all did the damn thing with this one. Like every episode,
Yeah,
it's always something to focus on, and the after shows are
mhm.
always.
Lit.
Amazing. Yes, lit down bad. Yes.
So pat yourselves on the back. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. Now we just got to see how this reunion turned out.
Whew.
It's giving it. Are you better have a police officer, a security guard at the end of every couch?
We
Because
just gonna
hell, I might jump up. Willa might jump up. Neat might jump up. Who knows? We don't know at this point.
we just gonna bring the Bible. We're gonna read scripture.
Jesus can't even save this girl at this point.
We're gonna pray.
He he got to cancel the reunion if he want to save this girl from the drama. Period.
Ooh, Lord.
Sorry, Jesus, because you can stop anything. I ain't gonna say you can't stop nothing, but unless they get the taste in us, baby,
Ooh,
they
Oh,
better
God.
they better keep it cute.
I don't know if that's in the budget. But go ahead.
Okay, so ain't this my go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one of the first storylines introduced this season was the friction between you and Cam from your trip
Talk to
to
me, Scotty.
Chicago. Now
Mm-hmm.
we asked Cam for his side during his interview, which was our
Uh-huh.
first interview this season. So
Okay.
tell us your side of what went down in Chicago and why you and Cam were going back and forth the way y'all was at the beginning of the season.
First of all, I want to say this. Y'all had to get me up here like closer to the last before y'all interview everybody else. Y'all could have did me last because I know y'all got to get all of it later. But y'all could have did me last because But I just want to say I'm honored because a real girl had a lot of going on this season. The real girl has been in every fucking episode of Shade. So I'm just so proud of myself. But anyway,
Oh my
long
God.
story short, Cameron and me, Neek, and Reek and Cameron went to Chicago. First of all, we ended up finding out last minute that Cameron was coming to Chicago. So when we got there, Cameron was late, and Cameron kind of wanted us to come get him and all this kind of stuff, but we were eating, and so it was just a lot going on from the jump. And so one night I had got drunk. I guess he felt like I was talking to Neek some kind of way. And then he said I was talking to him crazy when we had went to the event that we was going to in Chicago at the time because they was filming with Chase in Dallas because Carrie D had performed there as well. So um so yeah, all that had happened, and so Cameron felt like one, I was a bad friend to Neek because I was talking he felt like I was talking to Neek crazy, which honestly at the time the only thing I had did really was lean my seat back and Neat fell away because it was people in the back seat, which was fine. Okay, cool. I was drunk. Whatever. I'm not that same girl anymore. I've changed. But also, I was in the party. I guess Cameron I told him to get out of my way, or keep going because he was trying to wake on week and all this kind of stuff. Some things I said to him, but he just long story short, he just felt away about how I presented my way to him or said what I said to him and to Nick. So, from there, like Cameron never said anything to me. So like over the summer, Cameron had sent me money for my birthday. It was like buy a drink, get you something, whatever can have. He had sent me like $40, which is good. That's big. Yeah, that's a friend. Like bitches don't be sending out money like that. But Cameron had sent me some money because he couldn't come to my birthday dinner because he was out on a date. And so, but after that, I don't know what happened. Like after that, I just still had not conversed with Cameron. But then by this point, we started hearing that he had an issue with me and Neat. And originally the issue that we heard was that we didn't reach out to him when his gay son had passed away. But however, I wasn't on social media, so I didn't know about it until Neat mentioned it to me. So then I ended up reaching out to Cameron and telling Cameron, whatever. Then it came back to me later down the line that Cameron was mad at me and didn't really care to be around me because of the way I treated them in Chicago. And I was kind of over it. It was just like, girl, why you brought this back to the group months and months down the line when you had a reason to talk to me, when you could have talked to me way before. So I just feel like it was like a storyline plot that Cameron wanted to bring up, or something Cameron would have brought to at the beginning of the season. At first, I was like, bitch, why he bringing it up? But I guess that, boosted up a little tea with everybody in the group, whatever case may have you. That gave the girl something to talk about for the first couple episodes, whatever case may have you, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, that made my followers go up a lot because all you heard in the first 3 episodes was Troy this, Troy that, Troy who, yeah. Thank you for saying my name because I got a lot of y'all followers and a lot of mine too. So you know how I go. I'm just excited to be a part of them. I'm just glad to be relevant enough that these girls feel that they feel the need to talk about me. No shade. But yeah, however, me and Cameron were there. Cameron and I aren't in that space anymore. But however, yeah, child, fuck it. He got what he wanted though.
So the first group scene we got with the cast was your networking event. So with all that happened at the event, do you still feel the purpose of it was achieved? Why not?
The purpose of what?
The event.
Yes, the event was. I think the event was still successful. Regardless of what that girl was talking about. It wasn't really networking. Yes, it was because a lot of girls got headshots. One, a lot of girls met people that they didn't know. Two, which was my purpose, and I didn't want it to be the who's of Atlanta. I wanted it to be the who's of the who's in the community that we hang around, like girls that we know that are doing things that can help each other elevate. I had people there that did video. I had people there that was a photographer, which was my photographer. I had my makeup artist there that was my makeup artist at the time. We had all the new people there that we didn't know. We had a bartender. We had a bartender there that I know that a lot of people don't know that he was networking with people. So it was a lot of networking going on in that event. And I had friends that weren't even on the show that are designers and stuff like that that was there. So it wasn't about bringing big names out. It was about bringing the bigger names out that are in our community or people that are around our age so we can meet someone and network and have each other grow. I don't know what the fuck that girl was talking about. She could have been hating from the jump. So, yeah. Let's see. Next case closed.
Oh, Lord. Not that girl.
Okay.
Help me.
So, I wonder who... Did you really not remember J.O. Moore when you guys met? Or were you just being funny?
No, I did not remember her. Let me tell you something. And I'm going to say this like I said on every interview that I've done so far. You have to do something memorable for me to remember you. Point blank, period. I don't care. You could be 7'4" like fucking Yao Ming. You could be 4 foot. You could be 3'5" like Miss Motherfucking Juice. I don't care. If you ain't did nothing that made me. A conversation is a conversation. Scotty, I could walk up to you last week and be like, "Oh girl, we just talked da. In 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, bitch, my mind ain't gonna remember. Oh girl, I remember I talked to this boy But that don't mean I remember your name. If your name wasn't memorable, that doesn't mean I remember who you are. If the conversation wasn't something that intrigued me, we had conversation about chasing Atlanta and you doing something for Cameron at the time. Didn't know her. Didn't know her. Didn't remember her. It wasn't memorable. Sorry. The conversation that we had, he said we met before too when I was interning with a stylist that whatever. Hell, I can barely tell you the names that I worked with the clients, and they were celebrities with that stylist. You think I remember you from being in the damn showroom that day? No, I don't. We were not friends. We ran into each other in passing. In passing. It wasn't like, oh, I did an interview with y'all and then y'all continue to build a relationship, or y'all were writing in my DMs like on posts, or we comment on each other's stuff. Like, it was nothing like that. Me and Jay didn't follow each other. We didn't do anything like that. So yeah. She clearly wanted to know me. Clearly.
You know, the audience was just kind of looking like, oh, well, we don't really know what's going on or what the situation is.
Yeah, and a lot of things he say can be very, like, he has a way of putting on things and trying to make you believe him. And then he can be very, what's the word, manipulative? To manipulate people to make them think like, oh, well, because he even posted on his story that night, oh, y'all think Troy remember me, or y'all think no? Yeah, bitch, I didn't remember you. I don't care what nobody say. And nobody can tell me. My friends will tell you, I don't remember shit from last week. 9 times 10, unless it was something that impacted me. Like, no. Hell, I can better remember all the things about my damn nigga, and it's not intriguing. I remember your colors, your birthday colors, all that stuff. Your birthday, all that good stuff. But like, hell, me and him can have a conversation about something, and he's like, remember I told you this last week. Girl, I don't remember that. My bad. I be forgetting. Hell, damn, I forgot I had a damn interview today. The fuck? And y'all told me this yesterday. Shit. The fuck? I be busy. I be doing a lot of shit. My mind be everywhere. I be fighting depression, anxiety, all that at one time because I'm a cancer and my overthinking. Bitch, I ain't got time to be thinking about meeting nobody for no damn 2 seconds because you 6'7" and you feel like a bitch should remember you. Girl, no. I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sorry. I'm sick of it.
But look, I knew she didn't. I know she bad at memory because I'll be bad at. I had to remind myself of shit, so that's why I called her today and said, "You still got this thing going on today, sister? We good? We ready?" So,
girl, and I don't like people like that. Don't try to embarrass me. Try to make it seem like you. Let me tell you something. I feel like that was her first chance to have a moment, but I really was not giving like nobody a moment that thinks like, bitch, I won't get that out of me. I'm sorry. Bitch, only thing I'm gonna get out of Troy, you may get a little argument here, there, 1 or 2. Bitch, the only argument I did was with Oliver and then Wayne the fucking Payne because all the shit that was going on from the prior year or the prior season. So girl, but I wasn't giving nobody no moment really, and not a new girl either. Hell, and the only new girl that really got a moment out of us was fucking Rico Cassadine.
oh Lord, have mercy. Oh, actually, Scotty, you forgot something. You have to do your disclaimer.
Oh yeah, because the words and thoughts of the Boom, Tag, Did It, and Troy has absolutely and positively nothing to do with Scotty by Nature TV, nor Jamar 84, or the Prelude brand. We have nothing to do with it, nothing to say. Those are not our words, those are his words. It's the words of the talent that is on the show. Thank you and good night.
Just in case, because the girls be trying to think we co-sign and shit. Like, no, this is just a place.
And I ain't said a damn thing.
Yes, to say what they want to say.
Yeah. Who gonna fight you though? Oh.
Because when they get up here,
this is your show. You do what you want to do on your show.
Because when they get up here and talk their shit, I'm gonna be doing the same thing I'm doing right now. So
you think Whitney Williams gave a fuck what she said about a bitch on her show? Hell no. Because guess what? It's her fucking show, and she make her motherfucking money to do what the fuck she gotta do on her show. So girl, y'all can't be scared to co-sign and say what y'all gotta say. Because guess what? At the end of the day, they're gonna come on your show. Period. Anyway. Next question, please.
This is true. So, Enrico with a K is banned. Dominique kind of tells or fills you in on what Wayne the Pain was saying about you on Instagram, referring to the altercation that you and then Kendra had last year. So, what do you think was the motivation behind what Wayne was posting on Instagram?
Then I didn't know the motivation. I thought he just wanted some attention, which I wasn't gonna give to him clearly. Like I had told Dominique, like, girl, why are you even giving attention to Wayne? Like, girl, like we're not giving attention to Wayne, like none of that. But knowing Wayne and now, I feel, well, I can say this because you'll see it this week, and I'm not gonna give y'all too much tea. But knowing Wayne now, Wayne he still wanted attention, but he didn't want attention in a bad way. He just wanted to have a conversation. And instead of him, I feel like if he would have had approached it the correct way, then it wouldn't have went to him and Neek beefing like that. Because honestly, I didn't give a fuck. I was blocked, so I was not gonna go find what Wayne said and all that kind of stuff. And then Oliver ended up sending me the same kind of scenario before we got to the and we'll talk about that in a minute because girl, I just still can't get over that the fact that he sent me the screenshot. And let me tell you, I'm gonna talk about it now because I just feel like it'd be a lot of calculated ass shit going on around here. And because why would you send me a screenshot knowing that your good girl name was in the likes and it's gonna show it because that's your good girl, but you sent me the screenshot knowing that her thing was in there. So I just felt like it was all a setup for me, honestly. I feel like a lot of shit be a setup for me to act the fucking ass. But girl, I ain't gonna act the ass until it's time to act the ass. You can't get me to act the ass on your terms anymore. Which I didn't act the ass. I tried to have a conversation, and the only reason I went off because me in the midst of me trying to be nice and apologize. Yeah, but go ahead. We'll get to that point. But nah, I just think Wayne wanted some. He wanted to talk. He just approached it wrong.
He just
And it's
didn't
all about approach.
communicate. Didn't know how to communicate his feelings or his, whatever was going on.
That part.
So, moving ahead to at Ike's sock launch, you had a confrontation with Wayne that caused you to get frustrated and it brought you to tears. So, tell us what was actually happening in that moment.
The tears were very much. So before we talk about the tears, in that moment, just talking to Wayne, like I was willing to hear him out, and it's not because I didn't have Meek there. It wasn't because I didn't have Rico there. Like I had already told Dominique I wasn't arguing back and forth when bitches came to me, adult with an adult mindset and want to have a conversation. I could do that, but the fact that we were trying to have an adult conversation, and he walked up to me the first time and said, like he wanted to talk. He wanted to walk up and get in my face and talk to me to the dot. And in that moment, I was trying not to feel like I was being approached because I want to then get in attack mode. But when I went back, and I think I felt more dumb because I was just like, girl, I should have hit you then, but I didn't. And then you came around talking about something you don't care who I see and all this kind of stuff, which you really did care who I saw. And then it just became, oh, okay, well, at that point, bitch, carry me out the door. That's when I became the big dog. That's when I said I was the big dog because to me, bitch, the only reason you came back really as a cast member is because you got into it with me and we fought last season. So that's your main beginning of your storyline for the new season, which I wasn't really going to feed into because me and Kendra had already had a conversation. But I knew in order for me to get connected with Kendra how I wanted to be and how we are now, I had to have a conversation with Wayne. I had to go there. So I really wanted to have a conversation with Wayne. But the tears were coming from me being fed. I have been fed up with the bullshit in this group since the first time I met all these people. Like I've always wanted us to be united in some kind of way. But it just seemed like over and over again it's the same shit. And then for me to go there that night and not only have to go back and forth with Wayne, had to go back and forth with Cassadine, had to go back and forth with Cameron again. It's just like I was overwhelmed and it was just too much going on. So in that moment it was tears of frustration and also me really just being sick of the bullshit, honestly.
Because I remember as I was watching it, a lot of people were talking about how, because I was saying, well, you allowed Wayne to speak and say what he wanted to say. Then once you started to retaliate, then he was cutting you off and saying X, Y, and Z, giving his opinion. I'm just like, well, wait a minute. How does this work? It's like
right.
But
and that's the thing. Like I feel like in this group, I had to fight for my voice, and that's why I was so in defense of Willa on the cabin trip, as you saw, because just like no, like she just wanted to speak. it's like give people the respect that you guys expect to get when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to us having conversations and talking, like be adult about it, give everyone the respect they deserve, and let's keep it pushing. Period.
Okay, cool. Love that. Love that. So when you guys made it to the spa day event, and we all saw that there was this whole big hoopla dramatic moment with the flowers, and Cameron sent this
Mm-hmm.
cryptic ass message. Apparently, it was supposed to be directed towards mainly you. Did you take
Mm-hmm.
any offense to what was said in that message, or
No, because I didn't give a fuck. I felt like it was old and through because Lauren did the same shit last year, so it was just like, okay, a moment late, Nick. That's kind of how I felt about it. So then when he said it wasn't only towards me later down the line, it was like, okay, but it was just, it was the explosion and all the bullshit that came behind it. And then how Jay was like, we shouldn't have brought what me and Nick did to the event, but you kind of turned up at your own event. And also made the energy change because you could have just threw them damn flowers in the trash like you did from the get go and said, okay, let's keep going. Period.
and now that you say that, I want to throw this in there because you speaking from somebody who's been a part of programs like this for a while, because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
fans often will say, "Oh, why did such and such do this at such and such's event? Like that was so unprofessional." And I'm like, more often than not, y'all don't even see each other or get to hash out these things unless it's on camera at a group filming for us to even have those conversations. So it's like if
Right,
not during at any of these events, when would it happen?
right,
How would the season progress?
right.
So would you say that would be accurate
Because
to
I
say?
because I feel like a lot of people think that, oh well, once we have one situation we're supposed to talk about it off camera, but it's like if we don't talk about it on camera for you guys to see it, then you don't understand or see the resolution. Because then just like the other night when I was on the live, it was just like people asking, how did you and Cameron resolve things? We resolve things behind the scenes versus it being on camera. Besides, the soccer event, but like we became closer off camera versus everything being filmed. Um, Same things with a lot of things. So it's just like we have to bring it back to certain events, or especially group events, because if we don't fuck with each other, we're not doing a thing together. Period.
it's one
Point, point blank. Period. Like
of those
nobody's
things
pulling
where
up to.
it's one of those things where I'm not filming with him. I don't fuck with him like that. At a group filming, yes, we could film together, but just some solo scene, like I'm not.
Right, like you want to have a solo sit down, but it's kind of like I don't be want to have the conversation in the group chat in the group scenes either. So it just be like, girl, I really don't be giving a fuck after the fucking happened. Like it just can go on by the day. But I mean, I really wish though we did more individual two people scenes having conversations like Lauren and Gardini did versus us doing them all in a group setting because yeah, that always fucks up what the fucking vibe be at the time. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm just being my totally complete utterly self on here on the Prelude because I like them. Period.
Oh no, as you should. Shit, we say all
As you
kind of shit
should.
here. We
As you
say all kind of shit.
should. Okay, so your HIV awareness event is basically one of the best events in chasing reality history, not just chasing Atlanta, chasing reality. That's probably one of the best ones I saw.
Yes.
So how proud of you? So how proud were you about the turnout and the performances and everything that evening? Like, how did you feel about all that?
Um. Honestly, I felt amazing. Because to be looked at as the underdog, all the time, and then to turn around and do something that was very positive for the community, as well as our group as well. And then for everyone to be like, this is one of the best events that we've seen in Chase Reality history, because a lot of people had said that, and this is the best event from Chase in Atlanta. Period. It made me feel really, really good because it's just like when you stop fighting for people to see you in a certain light, and you really start doing things for yourself and believing in yourself and doing what you feel like is best. That's when you get the recognition you deserve. Because it's not doing it out of, oh, I gotta do it because I want this, I want to look grand, or I'm doing it because I want this person to know that I can do this or I can pay for this or whatever case may be. When you're doing it for a cause and you're doing it for something that means something and something that you really want to do, um, it felt really, really good because the turnout would have been bigger than that. Like I turned down so many people only because COVID was high during December and it was invite only. So I invited only the cast and the who's of the who's that were my friends. I invited Lauren, of course, because Oliver did not bring Lauren. She came with Oliver, but I had already talked to Lauren prior to her coming to my event. Because I did see in that scene where he was like, I got the queen with me tonight. I know Lauren really came because I invited her out. I don't know if they had a conversation prior to that, but I know I had a conversation with her prior to too as well, saying, come out to my event because this was right before she was getting ready to go back to Alabama and work on her restaurant. So it was an amazing feeling all honestly all around, and I wouldn't change it for the world. And trust and believe you do have love, health, and protection annually, and you will see it back in 2022 on December 1st on World AIDS Day this year.
Okay, period. We'll be back. We will be back.
And Scotty, you should definitely come into the scene, period. Because there will be because I'm gonna continue to do it as a ball. Because I want to do it bigger this year because like I said, I want it to be a ball, but I want it to be. I'm trying to round up some people that are in ballroom that can really help me put together a nice ball and raise money and raise money. In what's what I'm looking for. Just raise money for the organizations and things like that I have that I'm in partner with.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm not gonna be mad because they chopped my outfit.
Who you walked up against?
I don't think it wasn't really against anybody. They were just people that wanted to walk to the stage and back.
Oh yeah.
I just said, ooh.
Well, I mean, you had got up there with the boom. The boom was sickening.
That's fine. But then when I said when him and Lauren got up there, I said, "Oh, child, they wouldn't." They were.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Let the girls do them. Period.
It's fine.
Right.
It's fine.
Well, we know what happened after the event was over with. So would you say that you were upset that the altercation happened at your event, or were you okay since you knew that it was bound to happen at some point anyway?
I was kind of upset that they did fight. I didn't really care about the conversation, the yelling, the screaming back and forth. Cool, whatever, do what y'all want to do. But the fact that it was a fight kind of like really made me feel away. But at the end of the day, I mean, I did say that the conversation could be had, but to speak on what Scotty said, did I think they were going to have a conversation eventually? Yes. Did I think they were going to fight? No.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought they were going to fight. That wasn't even in my thought of them fighting. Yes, I thought they were going to have an argument. Yeah, they were going to go back and forth. And I feel like maybe if they were in the space like we were in the stock event, to where it was space in between a lot of bitches, it wouldn't have been a fight. We would have been able to get them out of there. But I think that just because they were right there in each other's face and they were able to run up on each other and do all the stuff that they did, that's what caused the fight. Do I hate that it happened at my event? Yes, because it was such a great event. It was such a positive experience and something that was for a great cause. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, and I want people to stop saying Nene got beat up because we need to. If y'all need to go back and roll the cameras, and no shade to Rico Castellan because I actually like her now. But yeah, my good sister did not get beat up. Nene was the one throwing the hands that y'all seen thrown when they was going to the ground was Nene, not Rico. Yeah, I need to go rewatch the scene, and I need the girls to start getting their interviews, or getting on their after shows, or getting in their comments, or getting in their green screen talking about, well, she already got beat up. No, she did not get beat up. We're not doing that. Sorry. If we want to say it was a tie, you can say it was a tie because all that girl did was rush her, and then that's why Lip got busted. But girl, it wasn't a beat up. A bitch did not get beat up. Period. Because when they was talking about, they thought Rico with a K was hitting Rico Cassidy. That was me. He was feeling neat slicks on the back of his head. Period. Point blank. Period. Anyway.
Because I'm like, I didn't see that now.
It wasn't a whoop. It wasn't a beat up.
I'm like, girl, I don't know about all that.
Wasn't a beat up. Sorry. Love you, Reed. Go. Because Reek is the woman that came. Period.
In the following episode, you met up with Kendra and Oliver to discuss the situation, and the discussion caused you to get emotional. So tell us what was it about the conversation that triggered you?
I had just kind of told what you saw at the end of the episode, and Oliver was like, "Oh, that talking loud thing really triggers you." Yes, because growing up, like I've never really been able to have a voice. Being the only child, everything that's been done, um, anything that happened in my life, of course, it always came back to me. I've always been yelled at. I've always been talked down to because I was the only child. I was younger. I mean, I'm young. You got to listen to your parents and stuff like that. So I was never really able to defend myself. So now when a bitch get loud with me, I'm automatically in defense mode. And it's like, I can defend myself now because you're not my mom, you're not my daddy, so you're not going to talk to me like that. You're not going to disrespect me. So when he began to get loud and it became to feel like it was becoming a confrontation, being that I was in therapy, as you see in the scene at the house, at Ike's event, his sock lunch, I'm tired of saying event, but Ike's sock lunch, I clapped my hands as I was being removed. As you see in the scene with us at Top Golf, meet up with me, Kendra, and Oliver, I didn't clap my hands. So that was like a difference. That was a two difference. Like that was me before therapy, and that was me after therapy. But the therapy in me got up and walked away. And regardless of what Oliver was saying, you're the one cussing, you're done that bitch. You rather me cuss than to start popping off on you and doing all the extra nonsense that I normally would do. And then for him to say therapy wasn't working, and him saying that, and I heard him say that as I was walking off, it kind of just made me even more emotional because I just felt like he was trying to make a mockery of me and trying to make just make fun of me in a way, and I did not like that. And people, and it could sound childish. Oh, he's making fun of me, da 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 da. But at the end of the day, we are still human. We still have feelings. And in that moment, I did think that he was making fun of me, and he was talking, doing a lot of catty things at the time. And yes, I could have thrown my mango margarita on him, but I let Kendra finish it because that was my next step. But however, I mean, it is what it is. Like I think that him really sitting there trying to make a fool of me really made me just feel really made me feel some type of way.
Woo. I mean, I was like, yeah, I could see that because it was a lot, going on. But
And on top of that, I didn't really want to have that conversation with him, but me trying to be cordial and be nice to him and all those things, that's the reason I had a conversation with him because I could have let him be ambushed by everyone else. But even when Meek said in his scene, in his green screen, like, I shouldn't have brought the conversation up. I should have just let him handle it. That's why I said from now on, bitch, I'm not getting nobody business. Like, bitch, if y'all want to go back and forth or argue on social media, do what y'all want to do it. That ain't got nothing to do with me from here on out, period. Love y'all. I'm just trying to keep it cute because I want nobody to feel no kind of way because I told y'all I was going to give y'all the tea. I'm going to give y'all everything that I got. I'm just saying. I'm not getting nobody else shit. So anybody can feel any kind of way. Oh, he ain't have my bag. He ain't do none of that. Nah. Because when I be trying to bring it up and I be trying, that's why when I said at the table and he was like, he shouldn't have brought it up, but I was like, as I should have, being your friend, yeah, but I'm not doing it no more. I'm not jumping in nobody's shit that ain't got nothing to do with me because then Troy always like the bad guy, but then if Troy don't do nothing, then Troy gonna be back born, which I'd rather be born than be in a bunch of bullshit. Don't put my name on, attach my name to nothing. Thank you.
fair enough. It's like I've had my chance to. I've had my time to be in all the nonsense. I want to chill and do my own thing.
I've tried to be the friend of the friend, and it's just like, yeah, I'm not getting into nobody else's anything anymore. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, period.
So you had a scene where you met with Dominique and it was at his therapy session, and he updated you
Mm-hmm.
on that text message exchange that actually occurred right next to us at my
Mm-hmm.
birthday party. Which that is so crazy. That I was just there to drink, have fun. I did not know there was going to be a whole thing.
Girl, we were so drunk. We were so drunk.
We
You
had
know I was I was done. I
boot,
had two sangrias and was done boo.
boots. I see. I know when Troy is drunk. When Troy is drunk, she's fun. She's a whole lot of fun.
I get to saying and doing whatever I fucking feel like come to my fucking head, Scotty.
Do do.
I do what I want to do when I'm drunk. Period. It is what it is. You can't. You can't stop it. You just gotta let it happen.
Oh my God, Jesus.
And you'll learn that as time goes on. You'll learn as time
As
goes
time goes on.
on. So we saw that he updated you on the text message thread that apparently happened between him, with Jay, Carl, and Danita at the dinner. Do you feel like, from the conversation that was said, do you feel like Jay was wrong to sort of have that side conversation while we were at the table?
Yes, because at the end of the day, you didn't really know the situation, and you didn't really know. We were cool, we were becoming friends, but you didn't really know everyone like that. So, and then to say it was all Carl, and Carl said this and the third, but you the one that brought it up. Like, we were thinking the whole time that Carl just came out and said, whatever. But I mean, yeah, he was wrong. But I mean, he's been wrong in a lot of situations. So
Or let me
I ain't got no more champagne in here. I am about to hit someone. I need a drink. Where's Kendra? Cause I am about to whoop somebody's ass.
Every season, Kendra comes up with some line that is just so.
Just so crazy. Like, I am about to hit someone.
Ah,
What made you say that? Like, what made you say that? Like, she is so funny. Like, Kendra is the whole key. And Kendra is someone, like, reasons to why I love Kendra. Kendra is the person that you just don't want to have out of your life because she just brings so, even when she's at her lowest, she just brings you so much joy because she is so fucking funny. She's funny. She's a funny person. She's a funny
Can you
person.
hand me a wing?
and be dead ass. That's what he's.
Be dead ass serious. She does not be playing. She be so serious. She be so serious.
Woo, shout out to Kendra.
Hi,
Um,
Kendra. T.S. Low Kendra. Boom.
so tell us about the therapy session that you had with Mr. Dixon and your father figure, and why it was important for us to see that.
So my therapy session with Twan Dixon. Hi, Twan, the best therapist in the world. Um, the therapy session with Twan was very for me just to talk about like people who don't have because my dad is still in my life. I love my dad, but I think that our relationship is not what I want it to be. And of course, I think that's because, me being a part of the community, me being a gay black man, of course, it's very difficult to kind of find that place where you guys can bond from and where,
Hmm.
you guys meet. So in that session, it was just more so to talk about and really get out how I had been feeling about my dad and how I had been feeling about that situation and us being um, not just the best. Because I want my dad to be my best friend, how my mom is. I want to be able to call my dad about anything. I want to be able to be on the phone and be like, oh, well, my boo's coming to town this weekend, da, 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 like kind of stuff like that. I want to be able to do that and it not be like a cringy feeling or it be something that just like can't happen. Um, and I feel like a lot of people, which I got a lot of DMs after that. I feel like a lot of people deal with that, and to see someone that's on a platform so big talk about going through the same thing and having those same issues, and wanting it, because some people just be like, "Girl, fuck my daddy. I don't care. Like, I got my mama, or fuck my parents if they don't love me." But I'm the only child, and your parents could be here today and gone tomorrow. So I do want that relationship with my dad because I do love him, and he is, he's the one who taught me how to be a man that I am. Yes, I may be feminine. Yes, I may be whatever, but I can go out there. I can go outside and change my own oil if I wanted to. I can go outside and change my own tire if I wanted to. I can go out. I can come in my house and put up my grass wall and do all the things that I want to do to my house without paying someone because I've seen my dad do it. I've watched my dad do it. Or my dad has shown me how to do certain things. So it's just like, I know how to go in the damn hood and change my damn battery and change all my lights in my car instead of taking it to the
Woo,
dealership and do
child.
all.
Woo.
Right, I can do that because those are things that I've seen my daddy do or my dad has taught me. So it's just like I want to continue that relationship as I grow older, and think about when I was your little boy and when you were showing me these things before you knew that I was gay or before I started acting feminine or before I started doing those things because I haven't changed. Like who I am as a person hasn't changed. I've just changed, my lifestyle has just I'm just able to be who I want to be now. So and to have my God there supporting me, because he's always been so very supportive. And since he's taken on that role, and a lot of people may think he's been here years and years and years. Like, no, he saw me on. He's actually That's one of my friends' real dad. And so he saw me on Chasing Atlanta one year because he watched the show. He seen me season 3, and he just reached out to me and became very. And after seeing me and QC talk about my dad on season 3, he just became more closer to me, and we began to grow a close relationship. And I thank him for that, because in some fields where my dad may lack, he picks them up. But I want to still have him in the way that I have him, but I also want to have my dad in the same way I have him as well.
And that's good. I think we need to shine a light on how important father figures are to those of us who are LGBT Black men,
Right.
because a lot of us have strenuous relationships with our father figures for the reasons that you just described. And
Right.
if there's any way to mend those, or just to have a conversation, open the line of communication. I know some people it's very difficult, and some impossible, but if there's any way to reconcile that relationship, I encourage everybody to do so, because it will be very
Right.
beneficial to you in the
The
end.
long. Right. Definitely. And you just never want anything to happen to your parents, and you're not able to say the things you want to say, or to get out the things that you want to say over the years, because you just never know what can happen.
Very that, very that. So I thought about this just now as we were just answering the last question. I want to quickly revisit Oliver's birthday party, because
Hmm.
I wasn't present when the Boo Boo biscuits were discovered. So did you see? Were, were you? Did you bear witness to it, or did somebody tell you about it when it happened? Did you see it?
I didn't see it right then. It was after not after the filming, but it was after he got up and Kendra was like, "Oh, he got shit in his ass. Like it's just shit in there." And then he had bent up and did something again. He had tried to get in front of me and put his stuff in front of me and stand up in my face. And Kendra was like, and I was just like, And that's why I was like, I got a man, I got a man, I got a man. And I was like, I can't do that. But then he had bent over again and got on his neck, and everybody had saw it.
My lord, today.
He could have. I don't know why. I hope that's his first and last time that happening, because it's like, why y'all ain't wiping y'all ass before y'all put the jock strap on it? Why the fuck is your ass even shitty? Bitch, you should be on motherfucking Pure for Me, and then you got a motherfucking perform, bitch. So there ain't no shit even in your body, bitch. Period.
But you feel. I know you feel that.
Scotty.
You feel that the way that y'all were describing it. You had to have felt. Damn, because y'all are all back there, and I know one of y'all either saw it or.
And I know you. Yeah, like you said, I know you feel it, bitch. You don't feel that little moisture back there in your cooler hole, girl. in your box area, and you a porn star.
Ooh, my lord,
I don't know if I was supposed to say that. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
I don't know if that was. I feel like that was supposed to be private, because the identity of which person it was is supposed to be anonymous.
Well, it wasn't. Well, don't they all do porn? I don't know. No disrespect to the girls, because I support the naked hustle. But however, I'm not a naked hustler, but I support the naked hustler. I have to make sure I say that. But girl, if you do that kind of stuff, like girl, you should always make sure you clean it all the time. And you a stripper, hell still, bitch. You should still make sure your ass and your dick and all that is clean, because bitch is gonna be rubbing on it. That's not cute.
Okay, so
Out of all places, y'all do it at Oliver Twit's birthday. Hell, at this point, I started thinking it was playing because hell, everything be calculated with that girl. I love her, but everything be calculated with her. So I wouldn't be surprised if she said, "Go wipe something in your ass and make it like you got shit in there, so that the girls can see it, so that could be something we could talk about on the show."
I don't
Hell,
think anybody would be willing to go down like that willingly.
you never know.
And
Cause
no,
yeah, they know we.
Moving forward, please. Moving forward. Go to the next
ah,
topic. I think
okay,
another second.
I'm done. I swear.
I can't take another second of the conversation. Moving forward.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Okay, next
Woo.
question, Jamar. I'm sorry,
It was
Scotty.
funny. It was funny. It was funny. Okay, I'm done.
Here on the real.
So I can't take Troy nowhere. So it looked like that the cabin trip that we all recently saw on the episode was initially your idea. You're bringing it up to everybody in celebration of Nick's engagement. Since we haven't seen, the entire trip, would you still consider that the weekend was a success?
Yes, the weekend was definitely a success. I think that what we went there for, we definitely accomplished. And hopefully, once the whole cast sees it again, they realize like the reason why the bullshit should be dead and why we should not be going back and forth because we all have a lot of things in common that we can, benefit off each other off of, and also just be there for each other for. So yeah.
Okay, so we've reached a little bit over the halfway point to the season. So without giving
Mhm.
anything away,
Mhm.
what are you excited for the audience to see from you going forward this season without giving anything away?
Well, I'm excited for the audience to see me continue to work. I'm excited for the audience to see me continue to chase my dreams, as this is chasing reality. I did do another hosting of a red carpet that will be coming up as well. It was very, very nice. Shout out to my camera guy, Jamar 84. Um, that came out and helped me with that. But we did something very big this season as a group that I'm very, very excited to see. And I think the fans and the supporters and just us as a cast will really be able to see like, yikes, like we really were able to come together and do something like this. So, and it was such an empowering moment. It was such a great time for what we did. And it's just like, and it made me feel like, damn, like I could do this. Like, bitch, I might be doing BET Awards, or I might be doing this and that one day because I was able to be in that moment. And so shout out to Oliver for putting that moment together. And you guys will see that moment soon during the rest of the season. But that's something that I'm really looking forward to. Can't say what it is, can't tell y'all what we did, but just know we did a thing, and the thing was lavish, like these hookahs. Period.
And I was very proud with what I saw from you in particular.
Thank
What
you.
y'all, what y'all had came up with, that was real cute and creative. I liked it.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it.
So would you return for another season if asked? Why or why not?
Yes, I will return for another season. If I was asked, um, would I return for another season if he sent out an email next week? Hell no, because I need a break from all of these bitches. So don't send out an email until November, December. No, maybe November so you can catch the awareness event. But don't send nothing out to the end of the year because I can't deal with these bitches. I need a break. We've been with these bitches since September of last year, and I feel like I know these bitches inside and out. I am done with these bitches. Give me a fucking break. Do not call me. Don't text me. Don't email me. Email me about a coin. Email me about my own show, but not email me about chasing fucking Atlanta because we is broke. We done spent our money. We done. We tired. I'm tired. Specifically, me. Troy Gaskins Jr. Tag did it. The boom. Yeah, he's done. But no, I would definitely return back because I think that this platform has really helped us. And I'm still young. I'm at an age where I feel like I can still be on YouTube, but I don't think that next time will be YouTube. We're manifesting that. We're speaking that into existence. I don't think next time on Chasing Atlanta you will see us on YouTube. I feel like it may be something that you may see on a bigger platform. And if it's not with Chasing Reality, you will see us all on a bigger platform eventually. I strongly believe that. Highly believe it in my heart that we will be somewhere bigger. So
I believe so
yeah.
too.
I love chasing. I love chasing reality. I love the brand. I love Ondario. Um, I love the staff. I love Carrie. Thankful for Jamar. Um, and I love Jamar as well. Like Brandon. Shout out to Brandon. Everyone that has put a part into this season and helped us out. Shout out to Devontae, even though he went psycho on us. But was I supposed to say that? And Daria, well, it was on social media. Hell, it's okay. Hell, all the girls take it to social media when they get mad at Dario. So I mean, hell, it is what it is. It be on the blogs, it be everywhere because you know the girls be watching to try to see the fall down of Chasing Atlanta, Chasing Reality. But guess what, bitch? The house is built. The bricks are there. So, bitch, we may lose an antenna sometimes. A window may bust out, but bitch, we got the coins to get it fixed. So the house is gonna still be there, and it's gonna still continue to thrive. So shout out to Chasing Atlanta, Chasing Reality, and shout out to Ondario. And yes, I will do another season. And yes, I am hoping for my own show. And if that's all I'm gonna say. Let me shut my motherfucking mouth. See y'all soon, hoes, and that's on me.
Oh Lord.
It's time for the game, Jamar.
I'm screaming. So this is the part of the towards the end of the interviews, we like to play a game. And we played a game with you before. We say everybody from the cast, and you give us a phrase, a word, or whatever comes to mind. We mention their name. Are you ready?
I am ready.
So the first name I'm gonna call is Drew Friday.
The princess of drag, period.
Ooh.
Because she's doing something the girls can't do. She does a lot of flipping. She does a lot of things I've never seen from a drag queen, period, in my life. And I've seen a girls book. I've seen them do all that. Drew bucks, flips, jumps from ceilings. Hell, bitch, that bitch is Spider Woman. Drew Friday is the prince of drag, here. Princess of drag. I'm sorry, girl. I call her a prince. She's a woman.
Rico Cassadine.
Rico Cassadine. You said just say anything that comes to my mind about him?
You don't even got to be one word.
What comes to my mind when I think about Rico Cassadine is hola. This is a good. Hola. Yes, hola. That's my song. Shout out to Rico Cassadine. He's a great rapper.
That's his signature.
Yes,
that's his signature.
Shout out to Rico Cassadine. That's his song, period.
Up next is Cameron.
Growth. Cameron has grown a lot. I'm proud of Cameron and the things that he's doing with his career and the things that he is, doing outside of the show that a lot of people don't get to see. So yes, I would say the word for Cameron, the first thing that came to my mind with Cameron that flows so easily was growth because he's grown a lot.
Okay, Ike.
Talented, vocalist, hell, all of them, but like Ike is a special individual, but Ike is very talented. Like his music, everything about him just makes you drawn to him. Like Ike is a very beautiful person, but I love his music. I love everything about his music, period.
Next person is Dominique.
My freak, my frat, my other half, the small dog, because I'm the big dog. The small dog, because I'm the big dog. But no, for real, I love Dominique. Dominique is very genuine. He's a pure soul, and I feel like a lot of people read him the wrong way and look at him in the wrong way, but he's growing. He's definitely not the person that everyone thinks he is. So, yes, Dominique is very genuine. That's my girl.
And just FYI, before we move on, I know a lot of people are gonna see this. It's gonna be the next day. Y'all wish Dominique a happy birthday on June 6th.
Happy birthday, Nick. Happy birthday, Nene!
Okay, go ahead.
Here I am.
Aaron Thomas.
Stop it.
Oh, damn it. God damn it.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Now come
Lord.
bring your ass on back in frame now, bitch. You done said it now.
Oh, Jesus.
You done said it now, child. Shit.
Ah! Oh my goodness.
Thank God for that disclaimer.
Okay. He's not really a stalker, y'all, but girl, he be stalking me. He is obsessed with me. It's giving he the white girl in the movie, my man Beyonce, and I'm Idris Elba. Period. I'm obsessed. You came into my house and you touched my child. You think you crazy? I'm gonna show you crazy. Just try me, bitch. Yeah, that's my man. That's what my man will be saying here.
Ooh, that is an iconic line. No matter how we feel about the performance that Beyonce gave, that line.
Period. Her performance was a T. I don't give a fuck what nobody gotta say. But no, Aaron. Shout out to Aaron. I love Aaron. I love his music as well. Aaron did a cover to one of my favorite songs this year, and I lived for it.
Okay, cute. Oliver Twist.
Oliver Twist. She's a bitch. That's my word for her, bitch. She's a good bitch. She's a good bitch, but she's a bitch. I feel like she does a lot of things that she knows is gonna get under people's skin, and she feel like she gonna get away with it, but she does in a very bitchy, snooty way, and I don't like that because a lot of things that she say is very demeaning sometimes. But I love her. I love her music, of course. I'm always rooting for Oliver. I wish our relationship was stronger or different than it is. And who knows, it may grow. But yeah, she's a bitch.
Kendra.
Kendra, comedian. That is the funniest person you will ever meet in your entire life. I don't care who hell her with a neck and neck. But that's a funny motherfucking girl. And Kendra is very she's a light to the room. Like whenever she walks in, like you automatically gonna smile because you just don't know what's gonna happen or what she's finna say. So you automatically you gotta smile and already laugh. So you just be like, girl, what she finna come with today? So I love Kendra.
Wayne the Pain.
Wayne the Pain. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Wayne the Pain is actually a sweet guy. He's sweet. To be able to know more about Wayne, being on this cabin trip, and to be around him for a couple of days and just see how he acts and how he is. Wayne is very quiet than you think he is. Wayne doesn't get turned up until he get a little drink in him and Kendra. But Wayne is very, 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 very sweet, and I love Wayne. Um, we don't have a talk on the phone relationship, but we text each other. But when we see each other, when we're around each other, we're able to have a good time. And so I think the day at the thing that we did with the group, I think Wayne was like the person that I laughed at the most because he was the key that day. So but yeah, shout out to Wayne the Pain. Um,
Rico with a K.
Rico with the K. Um, the first thing that comes to my mind about Rico with the K is Top Talk. Rico has this. Rico has this very big BDE. If you don't know what BDE means, that means big dick energy. I think it's because he's a fire sign. Because Rico is very chill, but he in his music it very much gives top talk. Like it gives very much like um very rah rah like a Dungeon Dragon kind of thing. Like and Nikki's a sad, so that may be just a sad thing, but he gives very much like like he's confident in who he is, like he know who he is as a person. He doesn't have to be catty to get his points across or to be into it with people in this group. He's very much a he's a If he was a lion, he would definitely be motherfucking Simba, and bitch, everybody else would be the people that are in the herd. Like, he would be the king. Period. The
Here we go.
king and the queen. Now it's demolition, putting into all unfinished business. Shout out to Kendra and Rico with a K. Period.
If I would be Pteranodon.
Crocky on the beat. Crocky on the beat. Oh, oh,
Oh shit! Shout out to her.
oh, yes.
So the next person is going to be Miss Willa Michelle.
The love of my life. You ever meet somebody and just be like, I've met you before, but in a different person, but you're that person still, but better? Like Willa is like, it's like I've known her before in a past life. Like, and for somebody to come, for someone to come into this group outside of Neat and Reek that really understands me, understands my feelings, understands me as a person, and is able to really just look past my moody ways and my bitchiness and my crying and me, whatever. Will is very motivational as well. Like, just for instance, a few days ago, I was like, "Girl, I ain't been making no money at the bar, whatever." And she was like, "You gotta stop talking like that. You need to be speaking into existence, speaking that you making money, speaking that you doing da 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 da." And bitch, I went that bitch today and made a mother. Bitch, if I go in that motherfucking drawer over there right now, ho, he's looking like it looked the other day, Jamar. Period. Like, she's
Right.
stacked.
You scared us that day, bitch. I was like,
Yeah, bitch, y'all thought we was doing drugs. Y'all thought I was selling drugs that day, bitch. Yeah, that's what she's looking like, bitch. So, um, so shout out to Willa. Love her. She's very inspirational, very motivational, and I think a lot of people can learn a lot from her because, and I think this is a line that we all have taken heat from. And I never heard anyone say this, but if you love that man once, you can love that man
You'll love him
again.
again.
And I think that is a very positive thing for her to say, and that's something that you don't really hear because a lot of people think, oh well, bitch, I hate you, I gotta hate you forever. No, you can love somebody again. I mean, you gotta be their friend. I mean, you gotta be besties with them, but you can still show them love and be, cool with them. So shout out to Willow.
and girl can throw down, baby. I look forward to every
Oh
time.
baby, Miss Girl cooks boo. She cooks boo.
Damn. God damn.
And last but certainly not least, Jamar.
Y'all hear that?
I don't hear nothing, bitch. I don't.
Y'all hear that? Bitch, this is a snake in my wall, bitch.
Oh my. I'm walking away. Troy, you are terrible.
Where the snake at?
Sister, you
Who
are
y'all
awful.
asking me about?
You you are
Y'all,
awful.
y'all said Jay. Maybe that's a
Jada
snake out
Moore.
here, child. Maybe that's a snake out here. I don't know. Uh, outside of my shadiness to that girl, Jay is a talented girl. She needs to learn a little bit more about friendship and how to maneuver in a group of friends, and stop trying to cling to people that she feel like is her friends or that's going to show her the best friendship because the realest friendship she had, you know, and I loved her. I loved her boo. And it hurts me that I have to sit here today and talk like this about her, and even to feel the way that I feel about her at this current moment because, and I'm not gonna get emotional because I haven't talked about this on anybody else's platform in this open setting like this or really giving her this much energy. But it really does hurt me the way that she has reacted and done a lot of things because I've shed tears for Jay in a lot of ways. And you'll see me shed tears of her. And I don't care, and Dario, send me the fine. But at her at her show, I shed tears for her because I was proud of her and the things that she had accomplished. And so for things to happen how they happen, when it comes to Jay, for that to be someone that I really cared for, I confided in, bitch. I went places with people with her outside of these people in this group. I've been at her house multiple times. So me and Jay live probably 10 minutes from each other. I was probably at Jay house. Most of us was at Jay house more than we was at our own fucking house. So Would I like to talk to Jay and have a conversation with Jay about the things of the things? Yes. Eventually, yes. And of course, the reunion's coming. We're probably gonna have a conversation. Yes, then. But for the record, I want it to be known out here in the public, and I'm pretty sure people are gonna watch this, and because the girls like to go back to my interviews and pick things out. If it's nothing more that I am from Jay Amore, it's hurt. I'm very hurt by her because I put a lot into that friendship to know her, know him, her, whatever her pronouns are. I don't want to misgender her, him, whatever. But she hurt me. She hurt as a person. She hurt me, and I feel like in the midst of just not knowing how to have a conversation or reach out to other people to see if we can have a conversation, you did something to me that was very snakish, that was very below the belt, that was very scum of the earth down to the bottom of the ground that you didn't have to do to a person that you called your friend. Mm-hmm. Regardless if I was giving you the silent treatment or not, you did not have to do that to a person that you called your friend. You could have found a way to get in contact with me because, bitch, when Drew feels the type of way about something or we was going through it with Drew, bitch, we went to Willa or somebody and said, bitch, we need to talk to that bitch. Somebody better talk to her and have her come talk to us. Like, you could have did the same thing as a friend, but no. I feel like instead of chasing his drink, he was chasing friendships. And yes, him and Oliver are cool now, and I'm mad at their relationship or their friendship at all. But you talked about him when you was our friend, so we can only imagine what you're doing over there with him now. That's the only person that's giving you any kind of attention, any kind of light. But that bitch hurt me as a friend. She hurt my feelings. Period. Point blank. She hurt my feelings. And I'm steady talking because I'm trying to get my emotions away from stirring up, but that bitch hurt my feelings. Point blank and period. She hurt my fucking feelings.
And
as a human being.
Those are valid. Because like y'all had, nobody knows, the ins and outs of y'all relationship other than the two of y'all. So we hope and pray
that bitch was my friend. That bitch was my friend. She was all of our friends. So when she started doing snake shit to me, bitch, you lost out on every. Let me tell y'all something, and I hate to say this like this, and I'm sorry I gotta beat on my wall because I'm getting fucking pissed all over again. We had that bitch back when nobody else had that bitch back. We were willing to go against a lot of shit for her. But one thing about me, and I don't care what nobody said, and I want everyone to know this, when bitches become my friends and bitches know my heart and spirit and know me in and out, they will stop talking to you for me because, bitch, they know I'm going to have their back. They know that I'm going to always show up for them. But, bitch, if you start showing snake shit to a bitch that don't show snake shit to anybody, that's constantly there for people, that constantly supports everybody in their brands and what the fuck they do, because a lot of bitches on this show don't do that. A lot of bitches on this show don't show up to a lot of girls' things. A lot of bitches don't know a lot of these bitches' music. A lot of bitches don't give a fuck to even get into none of that. I do. I've done that for everyone. So for anybody that be on this platform downplaying me or shading me or doing what the fuck they do, that shit pisses me off and it hurts me and it hurts me. Literally, it hurts me because I support all these people. Regardless if it's on $1, regardless if it's a fucking listen, regardless if it's putting motherfucking money in my car and having to go to fucking Riverdale or motherfucking Decatur to a fucking event, bitch, I still do that shit. That comes out of my pocket, that comes out of my time, that comes out of my fucking aura to put my energy into these rooms with a lot of bitches that I don't really care to be around. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hopefully she watched this and she understands that, bitch, I'm not mad at her and I'm not upset with her and want to physically touch her because I do want to physically touch her because of how upset that I am. But I won't do that. But, bitch, we definitely can have a fucking conversation because at the end of the day, bitch, you hurt me. You hurt my feelings because you tried to play me as a fucking friend. I've only been nothing but a good fucking friend to you. Period. Point blank.
All right.
Let that reach and touch whomever it was meant for. For Jay, obviously. But I certainly appreciate the passion and the exclusive, and hopefully, as the reunion comes forward, that this is something that you two can mean. Because just by hearing you talk about it, I can tell that it does mean a lot to you. So hopefully, that's something that can be reconciled in the near future.
Maybe. I'm not in a season of reconciliation, but I am in a season of conversation.
Well, that's good enough.
We'll take it. So, what advice would you want to give to somebody who wants to sort of get into the hosting gig and start running their own business and just kind of get out there as an entrepreneur?
What advice I would give? If you're trying to be an entrepreneur and you are going forward with your dreams, one, I would say don't let anyone discourage you or tell you you can't do it and tell you, oh, you need to work your job or you need to do these things. Don't let anyone stop you from following your heart and following your mind and your passion because at the end of the day, that's going to be the most rewarding thing for you. Two, I would say never give up. Steve Harvey said on one of his shows that he said, you know, you can give up, but you'll never know what the end's going to be. You'll never get to that destination. But if you keep going, you may get there. You may find something else along the way. So just keep going. Never give up because you just never know what opportunity is going to present itself to you. I could be out here hosting, and someone may come up to me and say, "Hey, you host, but I want you to be the spokesperson for this campaign, or I want you to be a spokesperson for this or that, or I may want you to be my personal executive assistant. And I'm going to pay you X amount of dollars a month or a week, or you make $1 million a year just being my personal assistant," kind of thing. Like you just don't know what you may get out of chasing your dreams and putting yourself out there. So continue to always focus on your dreams. And three, do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because you are trying to make a person eat their words. Don't do it because you got to feel like you got to be on top. Don't do it because you're trying to get a certain amount of money. Do it because that's what's in your heart and that's what's in your soul and that's what makes you feel good. That's what makes you sleep well at night. Do it for those reasons. Don't do it for anything else because when you start doing things because of people and the things that are in this world, remember you have no one to impress but God.
Mm-hmm.
You have no one to impress but God and impress yourself. You have no one to be better than yourself, than the person that you were the day before. When you go to sleep and you wake up the next day, you need to do something different. That's
Thanks.
what it is. So continue to just focus on you and do you and network. Networking is your biggest thing. Don't stop networking. Get your business card, get your flyers, get your Instagrams up, get your media up, whatever case may have you. But network. DM the person that you never thought you would DM. DM these photographers, DM these bloggers, DM these people that can help you elevate and you can help them elevate as well. You know, always continue to network because everybody's not gonna want a dollar out of you. Some people may just want to work with you just off of your name. People may just want to work with you off of your followers. People may just want to work with you because you're on chasing reality. So just continue to do what you want to do and make sure you're networking while you're doing it.
Period. I love that. 'Cause,
Nice.
we definitely are applying that same principle to this show and just to our lives. Because baby, how I got to where I am, even with the platform, was just by all the things that you just discussed. So I can't
Mm-hmm.
tell you how I got here, but here I
You know, period. So, and that just goes to show, like, it's not about, and you don't necessarily have to because Jamar became friends with a lot of people, but you don't have to, and I want to tell people this, you don't have to become friends with people to get in that position. You can make them your acquaintance, you can become cool with them, and, y'all build that business relationship because I'm learning strictly, and I learned this year, friends and business don't mix. If you're gonna do business, let it be business and keep it at business, and then y'all friendship can be on the side. But you gotta know how to have that balance in between there. Because let me tell you something, you can't do things off friends and think that your friends are there to help you because some of your friends want money too. Some of your friends are there for the trying to get to the top with you versus letting you race your race and their race and their race. And then when you do get to your finish line, you take them with you possibly. But it's a lot of people that want what you have while you have it now, and you can't have people like that around you. So try to keep business and friendship here, literally.
differentiate between the two because, like you said, there
Yes.
are some people that ain't they're trying to get where you at. They ain't trying to go up there with you. They're trying to tear your ass down and get there first.
So Jamar, let me
Mm-hmm.
know right now. You one of those people that don't want me to go nowhere with you? Please let me know right now.
Let me ask you, what do you think?
I mean, I mean,
Boom.
I mean, the shade that you give me all the time.
You mean the shade that you give me? Because I have the same text thread that you have.
And I have the same text thread you got. So let's not do that.
Well, do I need to come into the prelude and do a therapy session with you guys
No,
and
we
hash
don't.
out some things?
Jamar just got these bitches fooled. He got these people thinking that he's so sweet and nice and not problematic, and
Troy,
it's such
am I,
a lie.
look, we can add Troy. Am I not sweet and nice?
They don't know who
You are
they don't.
nice, but everybody got a different side to them. Just like Rico with a
He has
K, and that's why
not
I'm waiting
known
on.
you. You want to ask Troy? Has not known you for 9 years, like I've known your motherfucking ass. So let's not.
Oh yes, because baby, my best friend can tell you some things about me. Oh baby, that's why he told them. That's why he told them girls in that group. I was on live one day and the fans was just like, Troy, it's okay, stop crying. Just don't let them get to you. And he was like, no, y'all rather him cry than to hit a bitch because that bitch is really psycho. Don't let that white woman persona fool y'all. He's really crazy. And I'm really crazy in real life. Like I will literally snap a bitch neck. So like I'm trying to be a good girl for the world.
You
So
know,
Johnny, Scott,
Jamar likes to present me as a violent person as well, and that's just not true. It's
I'm
just not.
violent.
You don't need
I
to.
used to choose. I used to choose violence first before choosing peace. I'm
What
trying
you
to
say,
choose
Jamar?
what he said.
Woo!
What you say?
I was saying, you don't need my help to be violent, bitch. Your ass be going off on these bitches, and you know it, girl. You do not need my help. You do not need my help to know that
I
you are.
literally just went off on the phone to you just yesterday.
I'm just saying.
Damn.
The proof is in the pudding.
Damn, Daniel.
So, but we love her. We love her. We know, we love each other.
Yes, we love Scotty.
Only we can say. But
Period.
That's it.
towards the end of all of our interviews, we always like to ask, because we asked you this once, so we was good the first time. Let's see where we at now. Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy yourself? And did you feel like we did our job as the hosts of the show?
Yes, I always have a good time over here. I love the Prelude. I love you guys, of course. You know, um, I would have liked you guys to get into more of my life, and then instead of asking about these girls, because I'm a me person. I love to talk about me. You probably could have got a little bit. You probably could have got a little more information talking about me. But no, I understand. I'm a part of Chasing Atlanta. You have to get the Chasing Atlanta team. But I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm just living my best life out here in these streets. I am a future mogul out here. I'm about to be a mogul. So yeah, but other than that, no, you guys are amazing. You guys did great. I love you guys so much. And the interview is always amazing. I think y'all do your job and you get to what you need to get to.
Absolutely. Thank you so much
Well,
for
we
your.
don't
Yeah.
appreciate.
Of course. Well, can I say one more thing before we close off?
Yeah.
I do want to say this. You guys already know who I am and what I do. It's your boy Tag Did It, also known as The Boom, also known as the motherfucking Big Dog. Make sure you guys are tuning in each and every Wednesday at 8 o'clock p.m. to Chasing Reality and watch Chasing Atlanta Season 5. We are now down to the halfway mark of the season. And make sure you go back and watch all of the episodes prior to so you can catch up and know exactly what's going on in the now. I appreciate you guys so much, and I appreciate everything you guys do. I love all the supporters, all the fans that continue to support us each and every week and continue to show us love. Also, one more thing, remember to make sure you follow me on Instagram at TagDidIt. Make sure you begin to follow my business page as well at Lavish Hookahs Official on Instagram as well for your next lavish experience with hookah. And also just continue to follow Talk Live Tuesdays on Instagram as well because my podcast will be coming back very, very soon, and we are going to get into some things, other things, and I have a few special guests that I do want to bring on as well. And yeah, you already know what it is, who it is, and what I do. Boom.
What that promotion at the end was everything. Everybody should promote their stuff the same way.
Period.
Well, I guess before we go, we could let the people know what Jamar and I got going on. Okay, next week we have an interview next week, next Thursday with Rico Cassadine. He'll be coming in. As I call him, Young Mystical, will be coming in next Thursday.
Yes,
Well, this Thursday
Cassandra.
actually. This Thursday. 9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central time. He'll be coming in to talk with me and Jamar. I really enjoyed this interview, Troy. Um,
Thank you.
I think was Rico's event the first time I actually saw you in person.
Yeah. Hmm.
I didn't really get to
Yes, that was
interact
my
with
first
him
time
that
seeing
day.
you.
Yeah, I didn't
Hmm
really get to interact with him that day, and I was kind of nervous and shy
You
around
got,
all of them.
you got to catch me off chasing reality premises because when I'm in chasing reality mode, bitch, I be feel like a superstar. I feel like a superstar. Everybody say, oh, when you be on set or when you be going to chasing Atlanta stuff, you always say like, yeah. I put on my Canterbury hat when I'm in chasing. So you got to catch me outside of the cameras, girl.
You'll be
Catch me outside of group.
you'll be back.
Catch me at a
Oh
dinner with
yeah, most.
Jamar.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I will be back. I'm actually coming next. Not next. Is it next weekend
The
or the weekend
weekend
after
of
next?
15th.
Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah,
weekend after next.
holla at a real girl. You know that's the weekend after next is the right you.
No,
No,
it's
it's not. It's
No,
the
it's
last
the
weekend.
the
weekend
week
before.
before. Weekend
Okay.
before the.
Yeah. Come on down. We can go and get us a drink or something. I can show you how I really act outside all these girls.
All right. Well, with that being said, y'all, we are up out of here. I hope y'all had a great Sunday, and the three of us are out of here. See y'all on the next one.
Bye the
Peace.
Prelude. Bye Jamar. Bye Scotty.